I landed a new job in exactly 97 days using ChatGPT and a spreadsheet. While everyone else was sending hundreds of generic applications, I leveraged AI to create a targeted and competitive job search strategy, which landed me multiple offers. In this tutorial, I'm going to walk you through the exact prompt that I used to develop this strategy and the tracking system that made it possible. And so here we have ChatGPT, where we're going to go ahead and plug into a new chat the job search strategy coach prompt that I provided. And it's pretty robust, so I won't go into detail here, but there will be a link in the description. Once I plug that in, I'll go ahead and submit it, and it will prompt me right away with clarifying questions to get my strategy started. To get us started, we're being prompted as to what our location is. And the next clarifying question is what target roles we're looking for. Then it will ask us which industries we're targeting or wanting to avoid. And then a question about the type of roles. After those questions, we get our strategy, and it highlights the market positioning for the Denver area. It also provides an application strategy, something I cover in the resume builder tutorial I created. Next, it includes a network strategy, and it mentions your LinkedIn connections as well as an outreach message. It also outlines a resume and cover letter strategy. This is something I cover in my resume builder tutorial. For interview prep, be sure to check out my ChatGPT interview coach tutorial. It also provides some recommendations on tracking metrics and skill building. And here it provides a list of daily and weekly actions to take. And here we have the extra recruiter level insights. So along with my job search coach prompt that I use, I also kept track of the applications I submitted, and I used just a regular Excel spreadsheet to track. I tracked when I applied, where I found that job description. I oftentimes also saved a copy in a text file, the details of the job, in case I need to refer back to them. I made note of the location, what salary, if there was a salary range that was provided. I also found this spreadsheet helpful with keeping notes of whenever I did receive invitation to interview, who I spoke with, what was discussed, what were the next steps in the interview process. This spreadsheet is where I kept all of my notes. And then it also gave me some perspective. It's a tough job market, and sometimes as the days and weeks and months progress, it feels like you're applying and not getting any answers and not making any traction, and you start to feel defeated. I've had thoughts of, well, why should I even bother applying if I'm just going to get another rejection email? The emotions certainly set in. And this tracker helped me kind of keep perspective. It showed me how many applications I was averaging. I decided to go with quality over quantity. That was also a different strategy that I took. I hear a lot online referring this job market as a numbers game. The more applications, the better. And I'm not saying that's not true. It's been my experience and other recommendations that I've also heard that you need to be strategic in your search. On a more personal note, I did receive a job offer to a fantastic opportunity at a great company after 97 days of my job search. The offer that I accepted was through a contact. It was a friend of a friend who knew someone at the company. That was how the recruiter plucked my resume out of the pile of resumes that they received. And that's how I got the first interview with this particular company. But that's all it took. And it wasn't anything small, but leveraging your network. And when I mean network, I mean everyone that you know. It made all the difference. It really did. I had gotten other interviews, the more traditional route, right? Just going to job boards and applying online, and that also works as well. It's that much more difficult to stand out for that initial getting the recruiter to give you a call. This tutorial is all about getting a customized strategy. So depending on your specific circumstances and what time you have available, ChatGPT will help you strategize your job search. The difference between job seekers that get hired right away and those that struggle for months is strategy. Be sure to go to the description of this video and download the exact prompt that I use, as well as the tracking system. Be sure to also check out my other videos on how to create a custom resume for each job application, as well as how to use ChatGPT as your interview coach and prepare winning star answers to your interview questions. If you found this tutorial helpful, please like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.